Now let's go outside with my wonderful Dutch doors. This is where my brothers stay. This is their room. You can't really see, there's no light. Tiger. Here are the cattle. The small one is unnamed, although I'm trying to convince the family to call him Maquenia, which means fat cakes. This one is Tuto, which is education. This one is Happy. I watched him become born a few months ago, like almost a year now. Wow. And that's December. Up there, that's Papa. This is Mama. Oh, nope, I reversed that. Sorry, this is Papa. That one up there is Mama. There are the sheep. One was slaughtered yesterday. Here's the ram. It was a big jerk. He is not friendly, and he does like to fight, and will at just about any chance you give him. Lots and lots of aloe plants. This is my toilet. It's pretty wonderful. Let me see if I can open it for you. Show you the inside. It's pretty wonderful, I know. Some hand sanitizer, toilet paper, light reading material. Sorry, it takes a second to close it. Gotta keep the lock on if I want to keep my toilet paper. I want to keep the animals out. So right now my family are drying peaches. Because as my May told me, we have eaten and we have canned. So now we dry. Tiger! Yo! Tiger! Hiya, Tiger! Tiger, come. Flow. Tiger's Sisutu is better than mine is. This is where my family grows their plants. This is their little garden. They've been taking the corn out all the time and cooking it. So if it looks a little dried and dead, it's because it is. They've harvested most of the corn, although they do speak British English out here. So of course it's not corn, it's maize. Here's my garden, which is, of late has definitely become overrun with weeds. You can see I have a fair amount of kale grown out here, which I come out like once a week, twice a week, use for a meal. I have some onions, I had a bunch of carrots, made a whole lot of carrot cake with that. Family has lots of trees, which we can see as we walk up and through. See the peach trees. Peach is hanging heavy. We got apples. Last year she even had tomatoes. My May is responsible for a lot of the planting. May, of course, means mother, but it's closer to, well, I guess, British English it's madam, but in America I guess it's miss or Mrs. Just like in daddy, it's father, but it's closer to sir. as it's used to address basically anyone older than you. There's that big willow tree, the fields. That's where I go for my runs. The valley you see is home to the Senku River, or the Orange River as it is on most maps. And that's where I have to cross if I want to get to the road. The road which you can't really see, but is just on the other side of that. Although I actually walk this direction and go all the way out there to the tip of that last part before the valley. And then down from there is how I get there. So again, apples and peaches, and I don't know what else she's growing out here, I'm sure. Looks like some onions. I'm sure she's growing a lot, as she always does. They grow enough to feed themselves more or less. Here are the pigs, and they are always dirty and always looking for a meal. And sometimes they are loud, but it looks like not today. And I don't know why we have this one being kept separate. Maybe it's pregnant. I'm not quite sure. This is new to see this one up here. Here's Mama and Papa. Ooh, Mama's got a roommate. There he is. Big old guy. Yeah, usually they're squealing. They must have been fed recently, or they would be a lot louder. A lot louder. So that big building with the tin roof is where my family lives. The ones I call my brothers are actually not related to me or the family in any way. They are not quite herd boys, but one of them is. The other two do some work. I believe they're cousins or something. I'm not sure how true that is. Family relationships here are not at all like what they are in America. There's the geese. My window. The burglar bars on it. So no, sometimes they have television, but rarely. They use this solar panel here to charge. It sits out all day, every day. Usually enough for a good hour to a television, or a few hours on the weekend of radio or whatever. That's the storage shed, or storage house, or whatever. The tractor that used to work. The clotheslines. That's where we dump the water, the dirty water. And here is my pump. And again, we have more fruits growing over here. And at 9 minutes, this video is long enough. Oh, and here are the geese, bane of my existence, to close us.